What's going on, guys? Today we're talking about Call of Duty. It used to be one of the most anticipated game releases every year, but this year, something's a little different. This year, Black Ops 7 has flopped. The energy and excitement that usually surrounds a Call of Duty launch has been replaced by a huge wave of complaints and disappointment. Black Ops 7 isn't just a bad game. It almost feels like Activision has completely forgotten what made Call of Duty great in the first place. Now they're focusing too much on making money and not enough on making a good game. So has this once dominant franchise truly lost its soul? The most immediate sign that Black Ops 7 is failing is the empty online feeling. Think about how many people jumped into the last few Call of Duty games on day one. This time, crickets. The number of people playing the game on PC has dropped by hundreds of thousands. In Black Ops 6 releases on Steam, over 300,000 people played on launch day. Black Ops 7 current peak is at just over 80,000. This is a massive sign of failure. More and more people are choosing to play shooters like Battlefield 6 and the new Arc Raiders, games that listen to what their player base really wants. So is it safe to say that Call of Duty no longer is the king of shooters? The lack of players has led to an even bigger problem. No one is streaming it. Normally your Twitch or YouTube feeds would be flooded with the biggest streamers playing the new Call of Duty. This year, they've all moved on to more engaging games. When the people who advertise your game for free can't even play it or won't, you know something is seriously wrong. This player exodus is directly tied to how Activision is treating its customers. It's getting harder and harder for fans to stomach the franchise when every new game just feels like a reskin with more purchasable options and raised prices. The base price is already high, sitting at $70, and if you want the cool stuff, the special editions can jump up to $100. People wouldn't mind paying for more if the game really felt like a finished product, but it doesn't. Instead, right after you fork over all that cash, you're constantly hit with the battle pass after every single game, reminding you what you're missing out on. The game is designed to make you feel like you need to keep playing every few months for the new weapon or cosmetic items, but it feels less like a complete video game and more like a greedy shop that forces you to pay for things that used to be included. To me, it feels like Activision is diving into the gacha category at this point. Overall, the feeling among many players is clear. We're paying a premium price for a base game and then being forced to see in-game cash grab ads. There are even some evidenced rumors that some of the cosmetic items are using cheap and low-effort designs created by generative AI, making the game seem all the more like a quick cash grab instead of a labor of love. The campaign is another huge letdown, and the perfect example of this profit over player approach. The story mode in Black Ops 7 has been slammed by critics and players alike. It's not just the story that is boring or the missions that are weird, it's the campaign is clearly designed to force you to play online multiplayer. For one, you can't even pause the game during the campaign because it's always online. This means that if you have to go answer the door or even take a leak, you can't hit pause. The game just keeps running. This is a massive slap in the face to single-player fans, and it shows that Activision views the campaign as nothing more than training level for multiplayer, where all their real money is made. Reviews have pointed out that the campaign is tedious and some levels look suspiciously like repurposed multiplayer maps, proving that they didn't put in time and effort to making a great story. That's what fans of the original games have come to expect. It's all a transparent push to get you into the multiplayer platform, so you'll buy the next battle pass or the next meta skin. Modern Warfare back in 2019 was the beginning of the end. It was the last game that I felt incorporated the old Call of Duty style with a good campaign and more traditional multiplayer, but it didn't age like fine wine. Instead, Activision rode that Fortnite wave and started adding in every in-game purchase under the sun. Skins, battle passes, events. Some events like the 2v2 gunfight bracket systems were fun and engaging, re-sparking my interest. But time and time again, they let me down with others. This leads us to the biggest complaint. The games just don't feel like Call of Duty anymore. If you compare Black Ops 7 to classic games like Call of Duty Ghosts or Black Ops 2, the difference is night and day. Those older titles were celebrated for being simple, fun, and polished from the start. The maps on Black Ops 2 were iconic because they were multiplayer exclusives, and the progression was straightforward. The main goal was just to have a blast with your friends. That is why the nostalgia surrounds them. They felt like great video games. Why can't Call of Duty games capture that magic anymore? The modern Call of Duty titles, including Black Ops 7, is a confusing mess of systems designed to keep you playing forever and spending as much money as possible. The movement is overly complicated, and for anyone who works full-time, it's almost impossible to master. Then the gun customization is a headache, and with every update, gun mechanics change and a new meta is implemented. Then beyond that, many believe that a lot of the fun is constantly sucked out with the skill-based matchmaking. This system basically forces you into harder and harder lobbies every time you do well, making casual fun matches almost impossible. You're constantly pushed to play your best, no matter what. The simplicity and pure fun of the old days are gone. Activision replaced it with a corporate product where every system is designed to maximize engagement and their future revenue. The old games felt like a party where new ones feel closer to another part-time job. So how does Activision fix this mess and get people excited about Call of Duty again? They need to make some massive changes. First, they need to focus on value. The game has to feel complete on day one. The campaign should be as it used to be, complete, engaging, with an original story. The story mode should be for Call of Duty fans who used to enjoy single player offline. It should be one that has a realistic, dramatic, and combat-filled narrative. 2, we need to ease up on the Battle Pass. The Premium Pass should only have purely cosmetic items that don't give you an in-game advantage. Anything that affects gameplay, even slightly, should be earned by just playing the game, not bought with real money. Guns shouldn't be locked behind high tiers of the Battle Pass either. Most people can't spend hours every day to unlock these new weapons. Call of Duty should take a page out of Battlefield 6 book with the weapons that can be unlocked through reasonable missions. Is it really too much to ask for a full game that respects our wallets and our time? Lastly, we need to bring back the fun and simplicity. Stop over-engineering movement and customization and bring back the straightforward, flow-friendly map design that made the originals so legendary. Prioritize those fun casual matches over strict competitive skill-based matchmaking. The biggest key to bringing back the magic is remembering nostalgia and why it was so nostalgic. People aren't just missing the games, they're missing the feeling. We all remember the explosive, groundbreaking time of the original Warzone on the Verdansk map. It was the perfect mix of old school Call of Duty gunplay in a massive, accessible battle royale. It was fun, chaotic, and had everyone talking. That feeling of fresh, pure, explosive fun is what's missing from Black Ops 7. Until Activision decides to put player happiness ahead of profit margin, Black Ops 6 will not be remembered as a great Call of Duty game, but as the moment the franchise finally collapsed under the weight of its own greed. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite Call of Duty game was, and if you like this video, hit that like button and click subscribe if you want to see what's next from us. Thanks, guys.